Good evening, everybody, or afternoon, or morning, wherever you may be in the world. Uh, it's been a long time. Hold on, let me hear the audio. Okay, yeah, it's been a long time since I've been live. A lot has been going on, but I'm thankful and very glad to be back. A lot has changed, right? Since last time I appeared live, the market has changed, and we're gonna go over some of that here real quick. I hope that everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's blessed. I hope that the good Lord has kept you, and that this beginning of this year is starting out fine for you, starting out good for you. There's a lot of things going on, right? So I won't tarry with the intro any further. Just please smash the like button because I do have an interesting presentation for you guys today. And before we get to that presentation, I just want to talk about some other things that I've been looking at, researching, and just things that are on my mind. Okay, so here we go. So first of all, when you look at the fear to greed index, it's at a greed, right? A 58. We even saw it at a 60 about a week or so ago, and we're definitely up from last month when we were at a 25, right? And one thing that I've been noticing, I was because the fear to greed index, I use it as an indicator to kind of see what the sentiment of the market is, right? I mean, this is not the only indicator, obviously, but this is one of the ones that I like to use, right? And you know what? We haven't been this high since 2021 on a consistent basis. Even last year, we weren't this high for this long, right? And so this is a good indicator to me because, as I always say, if you start to see the fear of greed index hit 75 or higher, that means then it's time to take profit, right? And we were at a 60 just a week ago. We're at a 58 right now. Now, if you see the fear of greed index at a 90, that lets you know that, we're in a bull run of some sort, or market sentiment is through the roof, or we're in a bull, maybe in a rally of some sort, right? If you look at it, the 91, we hit that in December when Dogecoin was going crazy. We even hit 95 at one point in February, 83 in February. So it's just very interesting to note the market sentiment, just because of the fact that when you start to see how we've been down for so long in the last year, that now, it doesn't really take much for uh, crypto to do anything, and there's so much bullish sentiment, right? Well, let me correct myself. I mean Bitcoin to do anything, right? We've had a lot of things happening with AI. AI has been dominating the space for the last month and a half, it seems like. And then, of course, we also are now having certain meme coins that have been running if you've been paying attention, right? So looking at the market right now, we've been sideways at the 23K marker for a bit. Hold on, let me just double check to make sure the audio's there because the chat is dry. Okay, perfect, perfect. So see our Frank in the building, brother. I see you. God bless you. Glad to know that you are engaged and active because we need that, right? It's like I said, it's been probably about a month since my last live stream, so I do apologize. Like I said, lots been going on, and I'll explain in a moment too the research, what I've been up to, and I'm very excited because this information that I got, with the utilization, if it's done effectively, there's going to be thousandaires and millionaires made. Now, be clear, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys know that, but um, I've really been going hard with crypto and whatnot. So we'll talk about more of that in a moment. Okay. All right. So Ethereum is back at 1600. XRP is a shade below 40 cent. ADA, don't sleep on ADA. It's at 39 cent. We have Doge at 9 cent. Matic at $1.29. Solana 23.20. Shiba Inu's at the 14 marker, right? So the top 200 coins, or especially when we look at the L1s, right? They haven't really been doing a lot at this very juncture. However, that doesn't mean that they won't do anything, right? I think that right now we are still at a very great opportunity. A lot of these prices are still at a discount. And I do think that we will probably have another dip or downside again. Yeah, I know people don't want to hear that. I can't tell you when. It could be at the end of this month, next month, who knows? But whenever that happens, if you have some dry powder on the side, that would be a good time then to, dollar cost average. I mean, that's what's on my mentality. Now, let's say I'm wrong and we just rip up, right, and go straight up to 30,000, as many people are hoping and expecting, then that is fine too, because I've been dollar cost averaging the whole of 2022, the whole of 2021. So that is fine as well. Okay. Now, you guys know I made a video about 2 months ago where I stated my case as to why Bitcoin will hit 40K by March. And you know what, man, we were really going up. We were really going up. But you know what? February just started. Don't count it out yet, because now you're hearing people talk about 40 or 50K by summer. If that's the case, then great, right? Because right now nobody wants to bluff city nerd. Nobody cares about crypto right now. Nobody cares about altcoins. Nobody really does, right? But this is the time now where thousandaires and millionaires are made, right? Any millionaire that I know from the last bull run when I talked to those guys, people, friends of mine, I said, what was your strategy? What was your method? And all of them said the same thing. I was going hard during the bear market. And then when the bull run happened, I was already a millionaire by May, right? The first run up. So they were already caked up by May. So good for them, right? And they invested in very good projects. Let's talk about Volt NU real quick. I mentioned that recently in a little short that Volt NU would go up 100x. I know on Patreon even 200x. And let me just say this: I guess I was a little too excited, right? So why did I say that though, even to begin with? So you guys know Volt NU is one of these projects that I've been familiar with, but I never really talked about because out of my loyalty to Shiba Inu, I was very reluctant to talk about other dog coins. I'm just being honest, right? But at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest with you. Any coin that is making me some money, I salute you. You know what I mean? So Volt NU right now, they have their first ever DAO proposal, and they're proposing burning nearly 45 trillion coins, which is worth roughly $56 million, or withdraw 25% of the Uniswap liquidity to allocate it to a Volt deployment and listing on the Polygon blockchain. Okay. Now, as you guys can see, hold on, let me refresh this here just to make sure that we got this updated. So they're on snapshot.org. Right now, you have 99.97% of people that are voting for this burn, right? Which is phenomenal. Now, silly me, I thought that the fact that Volt would go ahead and start to implement this burn, Bluff City Nerd, that it would cause a lot of FOMO, right? But with Volt, it has gone up a little bit. I mean, it did go up 130% or something like that last week. But then this week it's kind of slowed down. So I'm just wondering what is going on. Are people just waiting to stock up more when the as we get closer to February the 12th, because that's when the voting is done, right? Or have people already bought enough because Volt was very low 2 weeks ago and now people are already filled, right? So it's very interesting to me, and I think that at the end of the day, I do think that eventually, if they execute it right, because we've heard about mega burns before, it was other tokens, right, and whatnot. But if they execute this, where $56 million worth will get burned, that's almost half the market cap, right? Because last time I checked, the market cap was at 90 million, and I'm not talking about the diluted market cap. But if somebody has that information, please post that in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So that can definitely help to drive the price up exponentially for Volt. And Volt, one of the things I will say about Volt is they have a very bullish community. Yes, sir. They are also very excellent at marketing. Yes, sir. I think the hindrance right now for Volt is just visibility on other exchanges, Dexes. And I think that Volt will eventually get to that. I think Volt is going to be one of these projects that will surprise a lot of people. And if you got a nice big bag, I'm talking about, I mean, I think you'll do fine, period. But if you got a big bag where you're one of the, you're in the billionaire club, which, by the way, I'll be honest, I'm not with Volt. Salute to y'all. But if you got $1 billion or more, you're definitely going to see some profit. If you got 100 million, even that's going to get you straight. You know what I'm saying? And 100 million, last time I checked earlier today, would be about $175 to $200 with the slippage. Once again, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what the price is. Bluff City Nerd, salute to you, brother. He says, I'm riding with crypto till the wheels fall off. Yes, sir. Well, according to Chat GPT, there's going to be a crash. Chat GPT, listen, Chat GPT, and we're going to talk about Chat GPT as well. Chat GPT predicted that there's supposedly a a crypto market crash on the 15th. So I don't know. Okay, if that is true, Bluff City Nerd, you might, the wheels might fall off, but then you might be able to get some new wheels for very, very cheap. Okay. Now, if ChatGPT is right that there is a crash next week, then hey, cool. That just let that then the bounce back then I think is going to be even better, and I think that will give us a bounce back then where then eventually we can then rip and rock to 30, 40K. Now, let me be clear. I didn't say where crypto's going to crash next week. I didn't say that. Chat GPT did. Okay. The AI did. Okay. So I'll leave it at that. There's a screenshot that is going around that's viral and whatnot. And I found it very interesting. Now, you know what's really spooky is, and I don't want to get too off track, but if that does happen, then that would be kind of freaky. It would, right? Okay, guys. So one of the things that I want to do is, because one of the things, I want to be more make more content again for my YouTube audience, right? You guys know I'm heavy in Patreon, but I'm probably gonna do a new series known as Coin Talk, and in that series, with Coin Talk, what I want to do is that then just give a quick update on some coins that I've talked about in the past, right? Because a lot of you guys know I talk about a lot of different coins, and then sometimes what happens is some coins then end up getting overlooked and whatnot, and that's not by design. I don't do that on purpose. One of the things is when you have certain coins that tend to be in the news more than others, those are the coins that I talked about, like Shibarium, right? So here, let's do the quick coin talk. I'll probably cut this up, but there's rumors going around that Shibarium will launch on February the 14th. Okay, now guys, we've heard this before. We heard last time September the 30th, I believe, and that didn't happen, right? And right now, from what I've been seeing, because you guys know I'm very active in the SHIB army. Shout out to them. I check the Reddit minimum once a week, minimum. Twitter, I'm hashtag Shiba Inu. You already know. There's a restlessness going on, right? And guys, I got to be honest with you. Shiba Inu, you guys know that SHIB is a project that I'm very bullish on. I'm very passionate about. I still, 2022, I was dollar cost averaging throughout the whole year buying SHIB, right? When it comes to the marketing and also getting listed on exchanges, Shiba Inu has done a phenomenal job. A++, right? We're not going to disagree. But when I look at things like Wellies, uh, you know, I didn't even know wellies existed until it was brought up. When I hear about the fashion thing, I'm wondering, it's great for marketing, but let's be honest, are those models and people buying Shiba Inu? Do they even know what cryptocurrency entails, right? And then the SHIB Eternity, I'll be honest with you. I played the game. I did. It kept freezing up on me. And I really, I guess maybe because I'm a grown man, but the game really didn't do anything for me. Okay. I think right now, it's a bear market. I understand. So I'm patient because I understand that Shiba Inu will perform, right? However, Shibarium, I think that it's very imperative that Shiba Inu executes it right? I've seen people talk about, well, once Shibarium launches, we're going to hit $1. Okay, that's yeah, I don't yeah, okay. Now if you in the prophetic crowd, hit one, please. um I can see that, certainly, but I'm not. I think for me, my expectations, and I'll tell you my expectations, okay? My expectations are, if when Shibarium launches, if it hits its previous all-time high within a couple of days or weeks, that is a good indicator to me, right? I really think that when we're talking about hitting $1 or beyond. I'm not saying it can't do that. I just don't want people to get disappointed, right? Now, you guys remember when Lunk came out, right? Shout out to the Only Way. When Terra Luna Classic came out, I was very, very excited about Terra Luna Classic because of the fact that you know you had a bullish community. You had Prophet, what's her name, Daily Brad talk about it. God bless her and everything, right? And so when I understood that, then you take it. I broke it down from a logical point, right, with the burn mechanism. And remember, there was a YouTuber, guys. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus. He said Lunk would burn 50 billion coins a day. I said, whoa, that's too much. I think we do 50 billion a month, right? Well, we were both we were both wrong. Okay, Lunk averaged anywhere from 2 to the highest was 8 billion, and now the project is quiet. But I do think that Terra Luna Classic will rise again. I think that at the end of the day, the community is not going to let it die. But there are a lot of whales in Terra Luna Classic that like to manipulate the price. And the beautiful part about the blockchain is we know they're Ethereum whales, right? That's the beautiful part about the blockchain. So we know who these whales are. We don't know the names of the whales, but we know who's buying and selling it and flipping it, pumping and dumping it, right? So I think that with Shibarium, Shiba Inu, really, this is what the community is looking for. And I think that if SHIB does burn a 0 to this year, I think that would be phenomenal, right? But for me right now is let's get back to the previous all-time high. And then if we burn a 0 or more, that is amazing. Now, let's say it goes crazy like everybody. Okay, cool, right? That is awesome. But the reason I'm speaking like that is because I don't want to sit here and tell people this is going to happen, and then people are disappointed because when something doesn't happen, then people feel a certain type of way, and I understand. I've said it before. I'm just a YouTuber. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a guy from the future. I'm just a guy that really enjoys crypto and has been in the space for a minute, and I enjoy just looking at it and breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about that more in a moment. The Only Way says, blessings, brother. What is the price of Volt after the burn? That is a good question. I would actually have to take a look at that, and I'll get back to you on that because I want to make sure I get to the main part of the show. But you got to assume if the market cap, because last time I checked was 90 million and they removed 56 million, that you're gonna see 100% increase at minimum, right? So it's gonna be very interesting to see what will happen. But I think that Volt Inu is one of those projects that is gonna do well. I think it's gonna do well. Volt Inu's got a very bullish community. Iman Perry, what's going on, brother? Good to see you still here, man. Good to see you, brother. Ain't seen you in a minute. Iman says Shibarium sounds like a special rock. Yeah, Shibarium. Like I said, I think that, and I'm just being honest, guys. I know people don't want to hear that, but SHIB Eternity. Did anybody else? Was I the only one that played that game? Did anybody else play it? SHIB Eternity really. I mean, it's great for kids if you're 10 years old or younger, right? I mean, it's a great kids game. I would reckon. But even with SHIB Eternity, have they implemented the 5% burn that they said they would? I haven't heard anything about that, right? So February the 14th, I will say this. My thing right now is when Shibarium launches, okay, dope. Well, right. But my thing is prepare like it could launch any day. But more importantly, and this is what I'm doing, I'm not telling you what to do. Have a strategy in place. Have a strategy in place. You know, if you want to set limit orders, awesome. If you have price points written down, awesome. Have a strategy in place. The worst mistake you can do, and I'm speaking from experience, is to become greedy because you see a coin hit the price point, right, that you like, but then you see it go up, and then you're like, nope, I'm not selling, I'm waiting. And then you keep waiting, and next thing you know, it's dumping, and then you miss the chance to take profit. Okay. So make sure have a strategy in place. And I always talk like that because at the end of the day, we know how Shiba Inu can rip up. We understand how Shiba can go just crazy, and everybody then FOMOs in and whatnot. So I think that the 14th, I will definitely keep my eye open, right? Another coin that I've been talking a lot about, especially on Patreon, is Shina Inu, right? Shina. This coin has recently set a new all-time high last week, right? Now, remember, guys, I talked about this coin last year in April, back when it had less than a $300,000 market cap, if you guys remember, right? And then it ripped up to 50 million in 2 days. Recently, guys, last week it hit 60 million for its new all-time high. And there's also rumors that they have a burn party next week on the 14th as well, right? So we're starting to see, like, when you look at coins like Volt, they're having a burning possibly on the 12th. Baby Doge has been doing a burn as well. Shout out to Baby Doge. And then Shina Inu is going to have a burn too. So she's definitely a project that I'm very bullish on. It's a project that shout out to Maria Cromwell. God bless her for bringing this project to the prophetic community, to the church. This is a project that I really am very bullish on, and the people that I talk to, they really believe in this project, right? The people that are behind the marketing team, I know some of the people. They really believe in this project, and they are very genuine, which is not something that you see a lot in the crypto space, because a lot of people just care about the money, right? And nothing wrong with liking the money, but one thing that I like is I like a community where people actually believe in the project, in the future of the project, the growth, the utility. That to me is what I like in the community, not just the community looking to pump up a project and dump it, right? Like, real talk, the Shina community, bro, if they see you sell the coin, they'll call you out. I've seen them call people out in the chat. They don't listen. They don't play in their Telegram. The Shina community does not play in their Telegram community, man. Like, for real. So that's another one. Another coin that I want to talk about real quick before we get into the montage here of what I'm about to do. This coin is one that was one of my most viewed videos on my other channel before it got defunct, but it's Ka, right? Now, Ka is a manifesto on a decentralized clearinghouse. Basically, Ka deals with social media along with NFTs, a protocol made up of many on-chain smart contracts for sending messages publicly or P2P with a max character limit of 420. So basically, it's like a decentralized Twitter, right? But better with NFTs and such. Now, this project, guys, for those who don't remember, it kind of blew my mind, right? Because when Ka first dropped, this coin just came out of nowhere, had $100 million market cap, right? And then it was listed on 4 exchanges the first day, and it had no white paper, it had no website at the time, and honestly, that was unheard of. You know what I mean? No. I mean, yeah, you have a lot of projects that might launch with no white paper, but I've never heard of a project that launches with no white paper or website and then is listed on 4 exchanges. So that let me know right there and then that somebody with pull or somebodies with pull in the crypto communities behind that, because there's just no way a coin would be listed on 4 exchanges and it doesn't have a website. Well, sure enough, there's a lot of speculation that Ryoshi, the founder of Shiba Inu, is behind Ka. And for those who don't remember, the reason why Ryoshi left SHIB is because he wanted Shiba Inu to be decentralized. So what Ryoshi wanted to do is similar to what Satoshi did for Bitcoin. When Satoshi made Bitcoin, he made the white paper, he made Bitcoin, and then boom, he disappeared, right? So Ryoshi came out with Ka, and really it's going to be more decentralized than SHIB, but it's going to be more with Ka's different than Shiba Inu. Ka deals more with the social media aspect of it, right? And Ka, guys, is a project that I've been, I bought a bit more. Right now, if you buy, $50 worth, it'll get you like 750 million, right? So this project is still very relatively inexpensive, and I think that there's rumors, guys, that this project may be listed on Binance and KuCoin soon. And if that's the case, you're easily looking at anywhere from a 20 to a 50x, right? So that would put the market cap anywhere from, 500 million to about 2.5 billion, which I think is very, if you get listed on Binance and KuCoin, which is not far-fetched, right? We already saw Terra Luna Classic with a $3 billion market cap. Remember when Terra was going ham? So there's no reason why I don't think this project could 25 to 50x, right? So so imagine you put a stack in, and then it turns into 50 racks, right? That's a year's salary for some people. To me, that is a very smart choice. So once again, guys, not financial advice, but this is definitely a project that don't be surprised if you hear me talk more about this project. The only way asked, is it still good to buy Volt now? Yeah, last time I checked, it definitely is, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, Volt has retraced. But let's take a quick look, right? Because at this point, and see, this is a question that I get a lot. Let's take a look. Hold on, let me look at Volt. Oh yeah. Wait. Let's go. Wait. Let's go to the 4-hour. Let's go look at the 4-hour. Right. Oh. Whew. Okay. So yeah, it's going down definitely, right? It might retrace to that. Hold on one second. Here, the 1747. That might be a good place to start dollar cost averaging, right? Not telling you what to do, but yeah, so it's going down. Volt is definitely look at that long red candle. When did this happen? Oh, yeah, somebody sold 66 ETH. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, whoever sold this did you a favor. I think it's a great place to pick up. Volt or Car, which one is sooner? Volt is sooner. That's on the 12th. Volt is sooner. However, I will say that Volt, I'm going to be honest with you, the only way, I was expecting more FOMO. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, why it because remember when Volti change came, it was running up all the way until then, right? So I think with Volt, that one is sooner. That one we're looking at February 12th. With Ka, I don't know when that would get listed on Binance or KuCoin. That could happen next week, or it could happen, next year. I don't know. I don't have a time frame. Whenever we hear about something that's supposed to get listed on an exchange, take it with a grain of salt, right? But I do think that it will be listed on Binance and KuCoin this year. I can't give you a date though. You know what I'm saying? Can't give you a date. Okay, guys. So Another thing right here is if you follow me on Twitter, I just retweeted this, and this basically explains Ka a bit more, the narrative, how it deals with decentralized social media, right? And I think that we need something like that because a lot of social media is controlled by evil people that want to suppress news and you know, like to deal with censorship. And I've dealt with censorship on YouTube as most of you already know, right? So yeah, my Rumble is still up. um for people who asked me about one of the last live streams where it got a little hot, where we were talking about the billionaires disappearing and Mossad and stuff like that, right? You can't really be talking about that on YouTube. When you start talking about billionaires disappearing and Mossad and women that are spies and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? Baby Doge, yeah, I talked about Baby Doge earlier. So just rewind the live stream when you get a chance, and you can hear me talk about Baby Doge. But guys, real quick, I'm gonna set this up now, and then we'll go to the main presentation. Grab a water, grab a snack or whatever, and here we go. Thank you. So today we're going to talk about the top 5 AI coins to pay attention to in 2023. Okay. Now, guys, before somebody feels a certain type of way, these are not my favorite coins or the best coins. These are coins that, for my research, my criteria, right? So what is that I look at? I look at the utility first of all, right? Well, what is it trying to accomplish? What is it trying to do? Then of course, I look at the supply and the price and other things, right? I just do the basic fundamentals as you guys know me to do when I do these on my deep dives, okay? And so, what inspired this, of course, as most of you know, Chat GPT, uh, I don't remember the date, but in December started to cause a lot of waves in social media and just media in general, right? And these AI coins then started to run up. Now, all these coins, guys, if you're a Patreon, all these coins, and my Patreons will attest to this, all these coins that you see on this list, guys, I posted this about 3 weeks ago. Okay, about 3 weeks ago on the 20th, and these coins, some of them have ran up and some of them haven't. But since I've posted this, right, guys, all these coins have done a minimum in the last 3 weeks, anywhere from 100 to 250%. So let me say that again. So since I've posted this on Patreon, they've done 100 to 250%, right? In the last 3 weeks. In the last week, they've done 80 to 180%, some of these coins. So I will say, let's get straight into this. And by the way, if you are, to the public, I always try to make information available. However, with the Patreon, because there is those are supporting members that support me, financially. I got to give them the juice, the game first, right? Because they support me. So here are 5 coins, and make no mistake, guys, I'm already working on another presentation that I will have out for Patreon, hopefully very soon, because I think that this AI thing is heavily slept on, and I'll explain why as we continue to go through this. Okay, so what's the agenda? First, we're gonna have the disclaimer. You guys know what that is. The introduction, I kind of gave an introduction now. And then the top 5 coins, AI coins to look at, right? Now, let me just be clear. Some of these, you might see them on other YouTube channels. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Some of them you probably won't, because one of the things I try to do is I don't want to just follow anybody else. I want to do my own research. And as I said, I'm still researching AI because of the fact that this topic is not going to go anywhere. And the more research that I'm doing, the deeper the rabbit hole, goes. And I think that my next list is actually going to be a top 10 list, and that I think is going to be a bit heavier in regards to content than the 5, right? So, introduction: the opinions expressed in this presentation are for general informational purposes only, and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individuals or any specific security or investment product. It is only intended to provide education about the financial industry, particularly cryptocurrencies. Okay. Now, introduction: what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, aka AI, refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. The term may also be applied to any machine that exhibits traits associated with the human mind, such as learning and problem solving. Okay, so credit to Investopedia for that definition. So, with the recent surge of AI cryptocurrency trending, as I mentioned earlier, this is a resource guide to give information to some cryptocurrencies that may have potential not just in 2023, but beyond. Okay. I really think that some of these coins that I'm about to talk about in this list, some of them right now are for pennies on the dollar. And I think some of these coins in the future, you're looking at 200, 300 per coin, right? And so the reality is, guys, this AI, when people always wonder, where have I been? I've been doing a lot of research on AI. I'm talking about from not just reading news articles, but also watching documentaries on the AI, right? And man, I mean, like I said, guys, the rabbit hole goes very deep. You're talking about, they're talking, and I don't know if this is going to happen or not, because what they think is going to happen in 30 to 40 years is speculation, of course. But they're talking about that AI will be so smart that the AI 30, 40 years from now will travel through the galaxy in sound waves and whatnot. And then they're talking about 100 years from now, it can travel outside of the universe. That is some scary stuff, because if we're talking about traveling outside of the universe, you're basically knocking at God's door, right? But I don't know if it'll get to that, right? I'm not saying it will. I'm just telling you guys what I'm watching when I'm doing the research. And then, of course, I have tinkered around with Chat GPT as well. I'm not going to lie, guys. Chat GPT, I updated my dating profile. It did a good job. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no cap, no cap. So once again, guys, this is not financial advice. This is a light guide to study the AI industry in the crypto field. I really think, I know that this question is going to come up because people are going to ask. So let me get this question out of the way. Today, the last 24 hours, AI has, there's been a downside to them, right? If you feel like you missed out, don't feel like you missed out. Don't even feel like you got a FOMO in at this point. I think that with some of these AI coins, because I've been paying attention to them, particularly today more than usual. What I'm seeing is that the coins are retracing because you have a lot of people taking profit, which is to be expected. So what am I saying? I'm saying, in other words, there'll be a better buying opportunity. Right now, some of the coins that I'm talking about, all of the coins that I'm talking about right now on this list, the last 24 hours, they've all been red. I'm talking about down anywhere from 14% down to 26%, right? And I think that if Bitcoin continues to go down, hopefully then more people will take profit. Why? Because then it'll allow you to get into a better entry with these AI coins. So for people who are about to ask, is it a good time to buy? Once again, do your own research. when it comes to this. Me personally, as I said before, there'll be better opportunities than to FOMO in right now, unless you want a dollar cost average to have stake in the game, right? But I think that right now, I'm just going to wait a bit. And I do think, guys, before I get into this, that like anything, AIs are not going to keep going up in terms of the price, right? Because if you look at a lot of the AI coins right now, they're in red, right? I think that what's going to happen is, you'll see a lot of people taking profit like they're doing today, and they'll continue to do so. And I think you're going to see 2023 is going to be the summer of AI. It's going to be AI summer. Just, guys, you guys remember 2020 was DeFi summer, right? I think 2023 is going to be AI summer. And here, let me explain why. Because AI, a lot of different projects, one of the things that they like to tout is that they utilize AI. So if you look at a lot of these metaverse projects, right? Like the Sandbox, Engine, Axie Infinity and stuff. Some of those projects talk about how they utilize AI or how they're going to be utilizing AI. Particularly, shout out to Gala Games. Don't sleep on Gala, right? How they utilize AI for their games and whatnot, right? So basically, then you can kill two birds with one stone if you get Gala Games, for example, because you're dealing with a metaverse token that deals with gaming, but then also it has AI functionality in the game itself, right? That's why Gala Games, I think, is going to be a fantastic project. And by the way, Gala's not on this list, but you guys have heard me talk about Gala before. I'm very bullish on Gala. So I think that this summer, you're going to see a massive surge. It could be June, July, August. I don't know the date. I don't know, but I think that you're going to see AI even do better. And right now, if you're watching this in February, as I'm making this video, or you're watching the playback in March or April or May even, you're not late, because you can position yourself where right now, you may just dollar cost average in some projects, and by summer, you're 100,000, 250,000, or $1 million richer, right? So it's very, very. This is a great opportunity, guys, to really look at this, right? Now, let me be clear, because I know people have itchy ears, so they're not going to hear me, or they're going to pretend like they didn't. Nothing goes up linear in the crypto space. Well, not forever anyway. We know that, right? So as I said before, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs and ups, ebbs and flows, right? So nothing is just going to go straight up. So let's keep that in mind. All right. So enough of me rambling. Let me hit this water. I just got to get that out the way, because sometimes people like to say I said something, and then I really have to, say, hey, did I really say that? Let's replay the video, right? So 1 second. All right, so here we go. Okay, so number 5 is Cambria, aka Cat. Okay, now Cambria is a project that has done very well. So it's an open, innovative platform for deep tech, AI, robotics, blockchain, VR, AI, etc. By the way, this is from their website. So if there's any misspellings, blame them. Via platform with NFT, IP marketplace, and DAOs, anyone can collaborate in researching, developing, and commercializing deep tech solutions and get rewarded fairly for their contributions. Okay. Now, when I look at a project like Cambria, if you look at that, I think that is a project where basically you can do a lot of different things. I mean, we're talking about AI, robotics, and blockchain. Some of you listening to me right now, once you guys become millionaires and billionaires, some of you guys are going to own your own business, right? So I want you to be mindful. Are you going to use robotics in your business in the future? Are you going to use AI? And if you are going to use robotics and AI, how can you have a leg up on the competition, right? Now, I know some of you guys are listening to me and saying, yo, this dude is bugging. I don't know what he's talking about, but make no mistake. If you're listening to this and you position yourself, some of you guys will be millionaires in the future, or billionaires. No doubt about it, right? Once again, let he who has ears hear. and let he who listens pay attention, right? So, Cat was created by Dr. Thak Vu and Jared Go in 2017 and released in 2018. Cat has partnerships with Carnegie Mellon University, Stanford University, hey, AuraChain, hey, Polygon Network, and various other partners. Cat has a total supply of 5 billion coins, currently ranked at the time when I made this 613 on livecoinwatch.com and 809 on CoinMarketCap. Now, you guys know me. I like to give it my NBA 2K rating. I got that from, I got the concept from one of my OGs in the crypto space, right? Ian Bellina, shout out to him. So I gave it a 71 out of 100. Now, this project has been around since 2018 and hasn't had an all-time high since 2021, right? April of 2021. This project is a long shot. However, it's already listed on KuCoin, right? Now, this project, guys, has performed very well since I made this list. It was at about 0.003. Now this project is at a 0.009, right? So it's already gone up. And this project really, especially for some reason, this project just went crazy about 2 days ago, right? The fact that it has a 5 billion supply, guys, it's not one of these coins that has 5 trillion or quadrillion, right? I mean, this price with 5 billion, this coin is going to move up in a hurry. And the market cap is only at 19.7 million. That is LOW. That is low, right? Now the fully diluted market cap is 45 million, but still the market cap is very low, and this project has potential, right? Now, when it comes to the tech side, you guys know I'm not a dev or a a coder or anything like that, but from the research that I've been doing on AI, this is very, very early. All these projects are early. And so Cat definitely is one of those projects, guys, that on a bull run, it could really tear it up and get into, the $5 to $10 range, right? On a bull run, okay? Now, I'm not saying it'll happen this year. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in a bull run, and we're talking about maybe 2025. Yeah, but right now, if we're talking about DeFi summer, right? Because I know people are going to ask me, and I know I probably shouldn't do this because I always get myself in trouble. But I mean, it's at a $19 million market cap, right? Once again, guys, I got to be very careful what I say, man, because I get myself in trouble. If you're talking about a $19 million market cap, I don't see why it couldn't do a $190 million market cap, right? I don't see why not. I mean, anything is possible. But with this project, I'm outside of the potential of price increase. I'm very interested to see if this project is actually going to bring some product forth to do some execution, right? The fact that they're an AI project that's affiliated with Polygon is very intriguing to me, because Polygon is one of the more popular blockchains, along with Ethereum, of course, as you guys know, right? But this is one of those projects, you put 10 racks in and it does a 10x. That's 100 G's right there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got to pay the taxes if you take profits, because we know that capital gains in America, you already know. But yeah, I don't see why it's at 19 million. I don't see why it couldn't go up to 190 million, or even beyond that, right? And I'm just being extremely conservative, of course. So Cat is definitely a project on that list. Do your research. Number four, Jarvis, aka Jar. Okay, guys, I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not even gonna hold you. As soon as I saw the name, You already know it was a wrap. You guys already know I'm a big Iron Man nerd. Jarvis is actually the AI that talks to Tony Starks, right? For those of you who remember, Jarvis is, if you watch the Marvel or if you've seen the Iron Man movies, Jarvis is the AI that helps Tony's suit and tells Tony how his suit is doing with energy and if it's damaged and whatnot. So Jarvis, as soon as I saw that name, I was like, yep, winner, winner, chicken dinner. You already know. So Jarvis is a multi-person, multi-chat conversation bot service based on artificial intelligence, natural language interaction, NLP technology, and the big data mining and training platform behind it. Jarvis has independently developed an algorithmic engine that includes functions such as named entity recognition, translation services, intent recognition, text analysis, psychoanalysis. Yeah. Y'all heard it right. This is going to put psychologists and therapists out of business. Psychoanalysis and knowledge mapping, as well as the Jarvis Plus bot framework based on multiple IAM platforms. Okay. Jarvis Plus has multiple founders and was released in 2019. Jarvis has a max supply of 600 million tokens. Yes, guys, you heard me right. A max supply of 600 million tokens. It's currently ranked 1493 on Life Coin Watch and 1716 on Coin Market Cap. Okay. Jarvis, right now, the price is at 0.0049. Okay. It's down about 16% for the day. But before, when I started talking about Jarvis, when I made this list, it was obviously up higher than that. Okay. So I gave it a 73 out of 100. Why did I do that? So Jarvis has massive potential, but it's also a long shot. The team hasn't been active on social media, which to me is kind of a red flag, which has caused some concern, right? However, the project is still one to pay attention to because they have a partnership with a German research center known as DFKI. Okay, so that is definitely interesting to me, and I'm still trying to figure out if they have that partnership. I haven't found that information yet. I probably should email. I probably should email the DFKI company to see if the partnership is still intact, right? Because I went on Jarvis Twitter and they didn't say anything. They haven't been really active on Twitter, or maybe they just don't like to tweet. I don't know. But you know what? One of the plus sides for Jarvis is it's also already listed on KuCoin, which is dope. So it has visibility on a major exchange, right? And we know that, guys. We know that coins that are listed on major exchanges, that makes the difference in regards to what's going on and whatnot. In regards to being able for price discovery and making the ability to purchase a lot easier, particularly for people who might not be savvy when it comes to using DEXs, right? But like I said, what has been concerning is their Twitter hasn't been really active recently. So I hope this is not a project that is just dead and forgotten. Maybe they just don't like to tweet, which wouldn't surprise me because some of these crypto companies, they don't really like to do the Twitter thing, even though you have to. It's part of the game, right? Because the community wants to know what's going on. Let's go to number 3. Number 3, some of you guys probably heard about this already. Singularity Net, aka AGIX or AJAX, as some people call it, right? So Singularity Net is the world's leading decentralized AI marketplace running on blockchain. Their core mission is development of artificial general intelligence for beneficial technological singularity. Okay, that's the type of stuff where, if you watch iRobot and Will Smith got like robotic, you guys get it. Remember, y'all watch iRobot? Yeah, if you guys want to talk about AI and iRobot, yeah, once again, that is more of a, iRobot and not to get off topic, iRobot, I'm not gonna lie, I remember when iRobot came out back in the day, and iRobot was a trash movie, but the premise of iRobot though is very interesting to me. The fact that the AI, and I don't want to give the movie away. If you've watched the movie, hit one, but I don't want to give the movie away. But spoiler alert, I'm sorry, I got to do this. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched the movie, just put this on mute real quick for about 60 seconds. Okay, here we go. So, what interests me about the movie iRobot is the fact that the AI started to think that she was smarter than human beings, right? That was kind of very interesting to me, and also scary because of the fact that the AI was able to manipulate the humans to the point that the humans didn't even know that they were getting played by the AI, right? And that is very scary to think about because if you're dealing with an entity, you're dealing with something that's created, and you're the creator, the humans, right? Us human beings. And now the created what's created is smarter than the creator. That's scary. One thing I know for sure is humans will never be smarter than God, right? We just come on, that's a fact. But if you make a program and then you give it all its knowledge, AI, and then you give it knowledge to expand on how to get more knowledge, and it can think faster than any human being, right? And then it's able to do, I mean, it goes deep, okay? Not to get off topic. Anyway, so AGIX was founded by Dr. Ben Gordezel. He's SingularityNet's CEO and chief scientist. A lot of buzz about him. Simon Colmely and Dr. David Hanson. It was released publicly 2018. So SingularityNet has a lot of big names behind it, which is very interesting, right? It has a 1 billion token supply listed on Binance and KuCoin currently, ranked 120 on livecoinwatch.com and 600 and 116 on coinmarketcap.com. Now, it's actually ranked 78 on coinmarketcap.com when I just checked recently, okay? So I gave it a 90 out of 100. Why? Because once again, they have a very solid team. Whenever you have the people that are credentialed dealing with a cryptocurrency in that field, and they're doctors. I'm a PhD, right? So, salute to them. They also have a partnership, I forgot to mention, with Hanson Robotics, Cardano, Epic Protocol, and more, right? And they're already showing utility in the health field. And I know I spelled utility wrong. Forgive me on that, okay? Now, a lot of people are saying that, and I'm going to be honest, that this is just riding off of the hype of ChatGPT. Because if you look at the chart, this coin was in the red for a minute, and it's still in the red compared to its all-time high of $1.49, right? Well, duh, guys, listen. ChatGPT did these AI coins a favor, guys. ChatGPT helped all these coins that you see now, all these AI coins that you see now that are pumping. ChatGPT did those coins a favor, right? So the reality, guys, is that when it comes to the reason I gave it such a high rating is because you have a lot of, like I said, you have a very solid team behind this. Because if we're dealing with AI, yeah, you can buy meme coins and stuff like that. Hold on, let me stop right there. Yeah, you can. If you make a AI coin, but you're making a meme coin, like a metaverse coin, but you don't have AI knowledge, like how are you going to implement that into the token or the project? You guys get what I'm saying? So for example, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but let's say I come up with a meme coin called Simp AI. Yes, there's a coin called Simp AI. Okay, I know you guys think I'm capping. Let me see if I can pull it up. There's a coin called Simp AI. Okay. By the way, it's a coin that I don't. You should never buy. It's a trash coin. It deals with junk and X-rated movies and stuff like that. But I'm just using this coin as an example. So they have a coin called Simp AI. Is the person behind the coin, are they technically qualified to understand the technology and how to make sure that the project succeeds, right? Because anybody can make a white paper or talk about, hey, we're going to do a coin like this, but then it's just lip service, right? We see that all the time. So in other words, when you get into these projects, keep in mind that your scrutiny should be higher than a meme coin. You get what I'm saying? So in other words, what I'm saying is don't just invest in a coin because it sounds good. Look at who the people are behind it. And if there are no people behind it, just really be skeptical. Then you got to be skeptical, right? Now, make no mistake, there's going to be a lot of, and you're already starting to see this on Dex Tools. There's going to be a lot of degen coins that are going to ride the AI wave, right? But let's be clear, how many of those projects are really going to be long-term holds, right? So for a quick flip, if that's what you do, I'm not mad at that because that's what, I've been doing that last month. I'm not even going to hold you. But if you're looking for a project that's long-term, then yeah, you probably do want to be a bit prejudiced. And yes, I said that. You want to be a bit prejudiced. If you're planning to hold the project long term, is the team docs, are they credentialed in the field? Meaning, have they dealt with AI, or are they dealing with computer programming at a high level and things of that sort, right? Yeah. So that's just what it is, right? And so what I think with this project, I know a lot of people say, well, Solo, this project is already at a $500 million market cap. I think that, as I said earlier in the video, I think that there's going to be a huge dump or crash coming for AI coins. I don't know when. I mean, you saw a lot of them in the red today, but I think a lot of people are going to take profits, a lot of these whales. And I think that once these coins start to drop, then you might be able to get into it at a better price. So for example, this project right now is at 46 cents, right? It hasn't been 46 cents since September of 2021. Now, before it started pumping like that, if you decided, hey, I want to get into this project, if you wanted to get into this project about a month ago, this project was about 8 cents, right? Now, before this whole ChatGPT, if you wanted to get into this project back in November the 15th, the project was 4 cents, right? So do I think that'll go back down to those numbers? I don't know. But the coin is down 30% today. I don't see why you couldn't get some when it gets to about 25 cents, right? And so for that project, I would have to look deeper to see what the support level is. But you could even possibly get it at 17 or 18 cents, right? Because the 17, 18, 19 cents, from what I'm seeing in the charts, was a good support level. So don't look at this coin right now and say, oh, it's 46 cents, man. Let me go all in. It could possibly go down another 50, 60%, and then you could ride the wave back up. So that is dope to know. All right, guys, are y'all ready for number one? Chat, did I lose y'all? Y'all ready for number one? Oh, the chat is asleep. Yo, chat, y'all awake? Y'all awake? Chat, y'all. Everybody in the chat is like rubbing their head. Yeah, we awake, man. Keep it going, bro. I know. To a lot of people, this is boring. I get it. Like this to me, this is what I do, bro. This is what I do. I know somebody in the chat like, yeah, we can tell this is what you do, fam. You sound way too excited. Hey, man, but listen, these projects that I'm telling you about right now, as I said, if you do your due diligence, hey, let's go. So number one, is Aura Chain or Ori. Okay, Ori Chain is the world's first intelligent, secure solution for emerging Web3 scalable DApps and decentralized AI. Chang Dao is the CEO and co-creator of Aura Chain. Ori was released to the public in 2020. Ori has a partnership with CAT and Ocean Protocol. Now, Ocean Protocol, I believe if I'm not mistaken, they might have a crypto too, right? Yep, they do. So Ocean Protocol, man, put that on the put Ocean Protocol on the hold on, I'm gonna put that on the honorable mentions list, right? And guys, here's another reason why I put Cat on the list and Ori Chain on the list is because they're working together. That to me is a good sign, right? A good indicator. Ori has a total of 3.927 million, yes, tokens, right? It's listed on KuCoin already. It's ranked 478 on Live Coin Watch and 803 on Coin Market Cap. Okay. Now, Ori Chain, I gave it a 93, and let me explain why. So Ori has massive potential to possibly grow another 500x. Okay. Now I know people are going to say I'm tripping, but but let me explain. When this project, right, man, this project is very very early. And this project, compared to these other projects that I'm telling you guys about, has a couple things going for it, right? So number one, this project, if you look at the supply is less than 4 million. Okay, the supply is very very, it's not crazy. So yeah, you look at this coin, it's 772, right? Shout out to my homie Milton Go. Milton, if you're watching this, shout out to you because he brought this coin to my attention. So when Milton brought this coin up, right, this coin was like $3.92. And then this coin shot up at one point to almost $9. And that was just yesterday, guys, right? Matter of fact, it was at $11, okay? $11, right? And once again, before this whole Chat GPT, this coin was at 97 cents back in November. It was $1, right? And this coin just really shot up. Okay. When I look at this coin, okay, a lot of people are, saying that this coin. One of the reasons why I gave it such a high rating is, you guys know, I'm a huge what's the word? I'm a huge supporter of blockchains that deal with interoperability, right? So for those that don't understand what I mean by interoperability, I'm talking about blockchains. For example, you have a crypto that can interact with Ethereum, but also Binance Smart Chain, right? So this is what Ori does, but it does it with the AI layer, which is very important, right? And then also what they do is they scale up with the layer 2 solutions, and they offer services and protocols, basically, right? So in other words, not to keep it too nerdy, I know, because I don't want to bore you people, but basically it makes it faster, makes the data more decentralized, right? Now, when I look at this project, even though right now it's at $7, if it continues to crash, then we can, you can possibly pick some back up at $3.50. That was a great support for this project about a month ago, right? But I'm guys, when I published this on Patreon, this project was, guys, $3.90, and then it shot up to $11 yesterday, right? So even if you didn't have a lot of bread, if you put like a stack in, and I'm not saying you should, I'm just telling you, that would have made you a nice chunk of profit, right? And so I look at this project, and I want everybody to be clear. a lot of these projects are very, very early, right? However, this project, I'm very bullish on this project because number one, anytime Milton tells me about a project like this, salute to Milton. Some of you know who Milton is. I pay attention because Milton is very in tune with the market and also highly favored by the Most High. Amen. But also, when I look at this project, this is one of these projects, guys, that I was telling you guys about that could be $200 or $300 within 2 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And I know people think I'm bugging, but remember Solana, right? So this is a project, guys, that could do very, very well in the future. The project has already done very well in the last month, right? So that is definitely a project I'm looking at. And for people who ask, Solo, is it a good time to get in? Heck no, because I'm waiting for a lower entry. I thought $3.90 was kind of high. I was hoping that it would go down, but then it kept going up, right? And I think it'll continue. I think it'll go down. I mean, it's already going down, right? So the main part is, guys, let's be honest here, okay? A lot of these AI coins, just like a lot of different cryptos, it's speculation, right? It's based on are the teams going to execute on what they promise that they say that they will do. For all we know, these coins that I mentioned, this is just their season right now, and then they will never do well again, right? However, I don't believe that. I think that this summer we're going to see an explosion of AI coins. I think that you are going to see more of a dip or even what looks like a crash because people are going to take profits, and I think that then it'll be a good time to step in and really go ham with the dollar cost averaging. You know what I mean? And so yeah. Um, and here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. You don't have to. You don't have to. With these projects, right? You don't have to. I want to explain this here real quick. Hold on. Do I have another slide? Okay, that's the end. Okay. Hold on. So with these projects, guys, and by the way, even if you're not a Patreon, let me post this in the chat. This is my my AI list that is public on whatchamacallit, okay? Coinmarketcap.com. So we got 3 people already following it. God bless y'all. I'm about to add another coin. And these are coins, guys, like I said, these are coins that I'm looking at. So guys, here's my strategy for this, okay? And let me add Ocean Protocol in as well. Right, so we got that updated. Okay, now number one, there. I know some people are gonna say, "Oh, there's more coins, Solo. You missing? Hey, you know what you do." Right. So as I said, I'm still researching this, guys. Right. Um, and with the AI situation, I'm taking my time with it because I want to make sure this is not like a meme coin or a degen shit coin. Excuse my language, where you just can wing it and be like, okay, let's go. Right. I'm doing my due diligence. Right. So my strategy, guys, is very, very simple. You could look at these coins, and there might be over 70 different AI coins, right, that are pumping or have pumped within the last month, right? And my strategy is very simple. I'm looking at 3 coins. 3 coins. I'm looking at a coin that'll, for the short term, that'll do a 5x, right? So I'm looking for a coin like that. Okay, cool. Let's say you want a coin that'll 5x, right? Let's say I'll do like Aura Chain, okay? Although Ori, I think is going to be a good long term project. And then I'm looking for a coin that maybe will do a 10x, right? So then you look at like a Cambria or a Jarvis, right? And then a project that could 100x, right? So that would be a Cambria as well, or an Aura chain, right? Now I know people think I'm tripping when I say a 500x, right? But this Aura chain, like I said, when I was looking at the graph, the way that it ran up, and the fact that the market cap is so low, I was like, woo, right? Because the coin right now is $7.65. But because the circulating supply is so low, that's one of the reasons why the price is up, right? We already know that. The market cap is only 15 million, right? So okay, so now you guys know that. Hold on a second. Now, so I know somebody's saying, "Well, Solo, you said it'll do a 500." Okay, so let's just do the math real quick, right? So let's just do it like this, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to do the math here real quick. You feel me? So because sometimes people, I do get excited, right? So okay, so a 500 million, a 500x, right, is a $7.7 billion market cap. Okay. Is that an insane number? Once again, I don't think it's gonna, I mean, we're talking about 2 to 5 years. I mean, I don't think that's insane, right? So 7.7 billion, you have a bull run conditions, FOMO, I mean, a 7.7 billion market cap, yeah, it could do that, right? So when I say 500x, it could do that. Am I saying it will do that? I'm not saying that. I'm saying it could. Okay, let's be clear. Let's emphasize that. Because with these market caps, I mean, there's a lot of leg room for these coins to really go crazy. Now, of course, a coin. Let's address the elephant in the room, right? I know this coin is already at $7.51. And you might think, yeah, because let's be honest, ever since the last bull run, we've been spoiled with these 0.000000 coins, right? But when we talk about utility coins and whatnot with tokenomics that are excellent like this, and then if it performs in regards to oh my God, look at guys, it lost like 16 cents just now. You see, when it goes down, right? When you look at a coin like this, guys, you're not going to be able to pick up a quadrillion coins if you put $100 in it, right? Or even a quadrillion coins if you put $1,000 in, right? But with a project like this, if you have the patience to wait long term, you could definitely reap the benefits, right? If you have the patience to wait long term, that is, right? So I do think that this project will do well. And like I said, I posted the Trendsetter AI list for you guys, and I update that list regularly. I try to update it at least minimum once or twice a week. I've got a couple different lists that I'm doing and whatnot, right? So these are all the coins now. What you'll probably see happening is the more I'm doing my research, you'll see me add different coins, right? I got one of my guys that I get intel from. Shout out to him. He doesn't really like to be in the forefront, but he shot me some coins that he wants me to look at that he's been researching, and I trust his judgment. So of course I'm going to look at the coins too. He's got a list of 50 coins or whatever, and then we're going to narrow it down, add 5 coins or 10 coins to the list, right? Because we don't want to oversaturate the list. But as I said, my strategy is, because of the fact that coin fatigue is a real thing, right? I'm just picking 3 coins, and then I'm going minimum, long-term, short-term, and whatnot, right? But right now, that is my strategy. So somebody asked me, well, which coins would you go with? So if I had to go off top, it would be Jarvis Orachain, and Cambria. Those would be the three right now that I would go with, right? Um, but right now, as I said, I'm still looking for a better buying opportunity because I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I made the list, I looked at these coins and I told myself, okay, I'm waiting for a retrace, no cap. I'm waiting for a dip, and you know what? The coins did the opposite on me. They went boom, right? And then I'm like, dang, right? So even as I'm speaking to you guys right now, you see how Origin is just peeling off the pennies. It was at $7.54, right? Oh wait, it went back up. So so now you see it. Oh, see, 7.29, right? So you guys see the pricing and whatnot. So yeah, guys, I'm definitely going to keep you guys posted. Now, obviously, if you're a Patreon member, you will know in real time when I get involved in these coins and when I buy some or what my strategy is. For those who want to see the reference guide, that is on Patreon as well. That's the type of thing that we do over here. If you don't want to be a Patreon member, then you can just follow this list. But then, as I said, do your own research, of course. Okay. Shout out to The Only Way. Says, thanks for the outstanding intel. Do you think any will do at least a 5x before the crash? Well, realistically, I mean, they're crashing right now, unless you don't consider 30% a crash, right? So right now they're going down because right now, let's be honest, they're topped up. And I'm gonna be real with you. The Only Way, I thought they were gonna crash last month, but then they just kept going up. So right now they're going down. I would wait to see what's going on, play it by ear. But right now, I think right now they're gonna go down. They're gonna keep going down a bit more because I think the whales are gonna take profits, and then I think that the next you're going to have certain AI coins that are still going to be running up, but I think they're going to go down, and they're going down right now. And I think that, if you're in this, if you're patient enough to play it for summer, if you don't care about the price at the moment and just want a dollar cost average, that's what you can do. But I think in the summertime, you're going to see AI summer 2023, and it's going to be what DeFi summer was in 2020. So yeah, right now they're going down. I mean, Singularity is down 32% the last 24 hours. Fetch is down 22%, 9% the last hour. Ocean's Protocol is down 12%. Cambria is down 25%. Orachain is 24%, 20%. So they're going down right now. However, can they go up tomorrow? I don't think. I think people are taking profits, right? So I think they'll let's see what happens in the next 2 days if they continue to go down. That'll be interesting to me, right? Because unless there's some sort of a weekend pump, but I'm really interested to see what happens with the crypto market next week in general. And so, like I said, guys, don't feel like you missed this. This is one of those things where you just got to be patient. But the patience, like I said, if you're willing to really do, if you're serious about this for more than just a quick run up, then you will be very happy, right? But yeah, I mean, this is one of the reasons why. The Only Way says, I mean, BTC prophetic crash. Oh, okay. Now you. Whew, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. The BTC crashed to zero, right? I remember I was hearing that every month since June, right? And then eventually, when was it? When Terra Luna Classic crashed, I was like, okay, I don't see. I think BTC is gonna crash, but I don't think this year. I think BTC, we might look at a 15K crash. If we go to a BTC to zero crash, that would be very interesting. Now, I'm not I know what did Chat GPT say? I'm not capping. Chat GPT said that Bitcoin will go to zero June 20th, 2025. That's what Chat GPT says, right? So I don't really, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that BTC, if it does go crash, we might see 15K. But then what do I know? What do I know? Chat GPT said Bitcoin's going to zero in 2025. Yeah, you might Perry, the AI did say that. I'm not trolling. Yeah, the AI did say that. You know. So yeah. So guys, and here's the thing: the next trend. You guys want to know what the next trend is? I'm gonna give you guys some game, man. If you're watching this, I'm gonna tell you guys what the next trend is, so you can capitalize off the next trend. And let's talk about this. Let's get the trolls out first, and then let's talk about what the next trend is, because nobody's talking about this except for trendsetters. So let's go. To be the next trend, okay? Now I can't give you a date. I don't know if it'll be this year or next year, but this will definitely be the next trend. Maybe next year for sure, right? And I've already talked about this 2 years ago, but we're talking about cloud storage coins, storage tokens, right? Now, do I think Tron is? I'm very hyper skeptical about Tron, but Filecoin, right? BitTorrent, for example. Neo used to be a good coin, but I don't know what happened to them. Oh, look, Ocean's Protocol is here. Oh, interesting. Let me make that red. Audius is a storage coin. I didn't know that. I thought Audius dealt with music. Storage, right? Storage. I used to call it Storage. Now, for those who don't remember, I already explained. I made a PowerPoint 2 years ago. Storage tokens are going to be the next wave of coins. I noticed a very interesting pattern with storage tokens. So let's talk about the price stuff, right? Because I know that's what a lot of people like to hear. I noticed that a lot of people like to day trade some of these storage tokens, like Filecoin. Day traders love to trade it. I see a lot of people trade storage, right? But the reason why I say that cloud storage tokens are going to be the wave in the crypto space is because, number one, we're talking about AI. We're talking about metaverse. We're talking about all these things, right? And what do AI and metaverse have in common, right? So these coins, when it comes to storage coins, they need a lot of memory. They need a lot of data to run, right? Yeah, I get it. A lot of people are using Amazon cloud, so I get that. But when you start to see companies transfer their data and their cloud storages over to the blockchain, these coins are going to explode massively, right? And we're talking about not just because of the fact that you're dealing with cryptos that are dealing with other cryptos, but we're talking about mainstream companies now. When they transfer their data over the blockchain, they're going to look at some of these tokens or use some of these companies, right? And yeah, storage, storage is a prophetic coin, definitely. Yeah. And storage is one of those coins that it just, I get, because I get alerts. It'll just randomly go up 40% one day, then it'll go down 40%. It's one of those coins that really, I think storage is definitely going to be one of those coins that'll be worth $200 or $300 in the future. I don't know when, right? But cloud storage tokens are a category that a lot of people are sleeping on. And I'm telling you guys this, I've talked about this in the past a little bit, But I think this category is super duper early, and if you get yourself in a position, um, you can do do very very well. I think next bull run you're gonna see these coins do very exceptionally well. But I think that the more you start to see AI, especially once we start to use AI on a day-to-day basis, right? Because it's going to happen with automation. It's inevitable. I say within 5 years, you're going to start to see AI be released mainstream. I mean, you're already starting to see it a little bit now with ChatGPT, while they're integrating it into Microsoft Bing as a search engine. And then, of course, you also have Bard AI that is coming out with Google, right? But I think that with storage tokens, you're going to see them increase massively in the future. So I don't have a time frame for this, but I do think that this is definitely going to be the next trend in crypto, and a lot of people I think are not paying attention to it or taking it for granted, right? I think this summer we're going to be looking at a lot of metaverse meme coins and AI coins. Yeah, yep. The Digimon Rabbit, I think you might see it having. I mean, shout out to the prophet Joel Ogebe. He said that it should be running up in March, right? Didn't the prophet say that it'll run up in March? So Digimon Rabbit still in that coin definitely. Still I'm still in WikiCat too. For people who I'm still got WikiCat. Still got Wiki. Um, uh, what other coins do I? I mean, I got a bunch, but bought some more Ka too. I think that still got Little Rabbit. I got that from the Prophet as well. Little Rabbit. Little Rabbit went up 60% last week. Um, you know, I'm still waiting. Little Rabbit got listed on Bitmark.com the other day. I saw. So shout out to Little Rabbit. But yes, I think that storage is going to be one of those. And I think right now with these projects, don't feel like you got a Yelpin or anything. But I do think that these projects, if you like storage, right? I mean, listen, I'm not even going to cap. I bought this project when it was high. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to show you this all-time high was $3.99, right, for storage. Let me tell you when I bought this. I think I bought this project. I'm just trying to figure out when did I buy this project. Yeah, I was buying this project. Oh, well, yeah, I was buying this. I don't remember the exact. I was buying this project when it was like, it was like $1.30 something. Let's say $1.35. I was buying this project then, right? And then it jumped up to 282, and then but see, you guys see that these little ebbs and flows. You see that? There's somebody buying this coin a lot. There's a lot of people trading it, right? So the all-time high is $3.99. It's at 43 cents. I think it can definitely reach it again, right? You've got 425 supply max, which is not bad. Um, this is one of these projects that I bought, and I kind of was just like, you can buy it on Upbit and Binance, and I think it's on KuCoin as well. I think I bought it on KuCoin. If it's not on KuCoin, you can certainly get it too on Exodus wallet, right? So I think, guys, that is that. I think that you know, this is going to be very interesting. Before we even think about summer, though, because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let's worry about the rest of winter and spring, right? But guys, I think that just to keep in mind, keep whatchamacallit in mind. Storage coins. Keep that in the back of your Chromium and whatnot, because I think that they will run up as well. and whoo, the whole market is just red. Right? Yeah, the altcoins are bleeding hard right now, man. Alts are just, yeah. The only way says me too. Bought it when it was high, $1 and some. Yeah, and you know what? The only way it'll go back up again. 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 So yeah, if anybody has any questions on some coins, please let me know. And then also, guys, like I said, if you want to, get these guides that I post, if you want to get them early, you don't want to wait 3 weeks because you could have made some money. Because best believe there's people in Patreon make money. Shout out to the brother Pato. You know who you are. He bought some Cambria. He made a little bit of bread. I'm not trying to put him on blast, but we always like to have good testimonies, right? But yeah, check the Patreon out. Like I said, I'm posting another list, which I will be heavier, and I'll be coming out with that list on Patreon, hopefully at the end of this month, beginning next month for sure, because I want to have that list out before summer, because I do think AIs are going to do very well this summer as well. So yeah, if anybody has any questions in the chat, please let it be known. And yeah, guys, I went for a long time. I know this is therapeutic for me. It's I don't get to talk to crypto to a lot of people. A lot of people don't understand it, and I like to talk about it, but I don't just want to talk about it from a price point of view. I like to actually give information that allows you as the user to understand what you're getting yourself into, right? Because you guys know I can do the hype beast thing that people do with the hype beast channel. Oh, this coin is going to go 100x. Okay, cool. But why, right? And that's what I do on my channel. I talk about why. Now, let's be honest. With a lot of this, especially when we talk about the AI tokens, a lot of it is hype and speculation. Let's just be honest, right? But you know what? This is one thing that I've learned in crypto, is that if you can keep a very level head and you can keep your greed level, right? Don't go too crazy, then you can definitely capitalize off these things, right? You guys know my strategy has always been long term. It still is. But for the short term, let's be honest, like let's make money, right? That's why we made money off Digimon Rabbit last month. Facts. We made money off of WikiCat. Facts. DeFi Tiger, we made money off of that too. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah. So we made money off of Sheena Inu as well. Shout out to She. And we're gonna make money off Sheena again, right? This month we're looking at Vault. We're looking at She, and then hopefully Ka will start pumping too, right? So there's a lot of projects, and one thing that I'm doing, guys, now is with my strategy, right? Once again, not financial advice. I'm just telling you my mindset is that I'm really breaking it down to, even if I like a coin, right? Like let's say a coin like Sheena, right? I have 2 bags, for example. I have a long-term bag for Sheena that I'm not gonna touch until it hits 50 cents or $1. Right? So that you might as well forget about it then, right? For however long, right? And then I have a short-term bag where, if Sheena drops 2 or 3 zeros, I'm taking profits, right? So now you getting into that realm, because as I said before, with coin fatigue, sometimes what happens is we want to get all the coins, but then we don't have an adequate amount to take profits, because you have, you see your portfolio going up, but it's not really doing anything because you have 50 different coins, right? And so consolidating and really focusing on projects that I believe in is my thing. But that doesn't mean that I'm not Also have a short-term strategy, because at the end of the day, we know that X marks the spot. I'm still in Lunk. I'm still in a lot of different plays. But I think some of these projects too, like if we're talking about She, right? Let's say She does become the stable coin as we know it to be, and it goes to 10 cents. We know that that's not going to happen in a day or two. So, you got to be realistic, right? Okay. Any more questions? Okay. We got some questions. Let's go. Did you hear about Sandbox? They will unlock a huge amount in millions and people buying sand and short coin. Oh, really? Yeah, I heard something about that. I'm not in Sandbox. You know, um, yeah, Sandbox. A lot of people lost bread on Sandbox. So they're unlocking more, huh? And that's probably that's not good. Why would they do that now? Right? But didn't Sandbox go up yesterday? I thought it went up 24%, right? Because they had like some partnership with Saudi Arabia or something that they announced. I mean, all right. But yeah, Sandbox. Are you shorting? And by the way, guys, when people, I don't do leveraging or shorting or longing. I don't do none of that. That's not my forte. If that's what you do the only way, more power to you. But I don't know. I don't do that. Okay. Crypto in itself is already risky enough. I don't need to get too greedy and do some leveraging and whatnot. Okay. But Sandbox, let's take a look at Sandbox since you brought this up. And listen, I'm not in a rush here. So I'm not. That's right. Let's take a look at the Sandbox, bro. So Sandbox is at 78 cents right now. All-time high 835. It's down a little bit, right? I don't know. If we go with prophetic intel, I'm hearing Sandbox is not, might not be one of them things. I'm just being, once again, I'm, pray about it. If you go, we talk about prophetic intel because we do have people that only invest in prophetic coins. Okay. So shout out to them. But to me, yeah, a huge dump is coming for Sandbox. I mean, they just announced a partnership, right? And now they're unlocking a bunch of them. So that tells me, are they paying the Saudis with what they're unlocking? I mean, a huge dump is definitely incoming, right? A huge dump is incoming for this, right? Yeah, Sandbox. Ooh, let's look at the graphs right here, bro. Like, let's look at the logarithmic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the 7-day. Ooh, oh, no, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. If you're in Sandbox, okay, yeah, it's gonna be next week is gonna be a tough week for y'all, man. By the way, that reminds me, I should definitely pay attention to Sandbox more. But like I said, Sandbox, I'm gonna be real. Like Sandbox was one of the ones when Sandbox was doing its thing. I felt like I missed it, right? But I think that Sandbox right now, if you have Sandbox, you gotta stay on top of it. Stay on top of it, right? So they partnered with the government of Saudi Arabia for Web3 development? Really? Right? So I don't really know, man. By the way, people are wondering, oh, Solo, why aren't you showing your Twitter? I got to be careful, man, because some of the you guys know Twitter been since Elon Musk been on Twitter, man. You got to be careful. I mean, my timeline is very wholesome. I only follow crypto YouTubers or crypto people, and yes, but I don't really, But let's take a look at Sandbox here, and so yeah, so Twitter, guys, is one thing that Twitter is probably the most lit social media platform now. Am I right? I mean, listen, guys. When people ask me why I'm not on Instagram anymore, I'm on Twitter. You guys see me tweeting up a storm. I was laughing when this fake dating coach got exposed. You remember the guy talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, and I was having a laugh at that. But you guys know I used to be on Instagram. I still am on Instagram, but Twitter is really where I'm at, because Twitter is where you get that news in real time, right? You get the news in real time and whatnot. So, that's just what it is. And Twitter too. I think that, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Twitter, guys, is like, you can, if you're not following some, because Twitter can be entertaining, yes, but you can also get some really good crypto information on Twitter, man. You feel me? You can get some really good information on Twitter. It's not everybody, but you can get some really, if you follow some cool, like, people that really know what they're talking about, especially if they have a proven track record, whether it's on the TA side or fundamentally or both, you can get some really solid information. So let's take a look. So Sandbox is dumping, but yet they announced a partnership with the Saudi Arabia government, right? Okay. So metaverse development, it was 200, blah, blah, blah. We have no further blah, blah. Okay. Well, I'm definitely, the only way, thank you for bringing Sandbox up. I'm definitely going to be paying attention to it here as well, to just see what's going on, because I'm pretty sure a couple people in the chat on Sandbox, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, anybody got any more questions, let me know. Carl McFarland says, greed is good, Gordon Gecko. You know what? I think that enthusiasm is good. Now, is this, when I look at Fear Index at a 58, is that greedy? I don't consider that greedy. Anything below a 60 is not greedy, because if we're going from 1 to 100, 50 is the middle, right? And so 60 is above, a little bit above 50. So that's just my thing. But I have noticed, as I mentioned on the Patreon video, whenever we get over 75, people tend to start losing their mind. So pay attention to this, right? If you start to see it over 75, pay attention to what people are saying on social media. Pay attention to what people are saying on Twitter. Because you already saw when we went to 60 last week. I saw people talking. I had to get off Twitter because people were wilding out. I said, okay, man, you guys are losing your mind. I mean, seriously, Yeah, Iman Perry, 3 to 5 projects is good, and I know it's hard. I think you definitely, ISO should be staples in my opinion. That's my opinion, not financial advice, but XRP, XLM, XDC, IOTA, Algorand, those should be mandatory, because we're talking about ISOs, right? But the thing about it is, if let's say you don't have a lot of money, right? Is it smart to dollar cost average into 30, 50 different coins? Probably not, right? Your money would go further if you focus on 3 to 5 solid or great projects, because then you'd be able to dollar cost average and buy more. Now, I'm telling you my mentality. That's how I look at it, because I rather, even if I'm not able to diversify. So don't get me wrong. If you can afford to have 50 different coins, fine. I'm all about diversification. But if you only have a drop in the bucket in each coin, then when a coin pumps, you're not really going to see a lot of profit, because you don't have a lot to begin with. Where if you focus on just 3 to 5 coins, and then the coin pumps, then you would be able to take profit, because you have a sizable amount. And I got that strategy from a brother in my Telegram group. Shout out to Maurice. He's the one that gave me that strategy. Because we used to, because Maurice has been in the crypto game just as long as I have, maybe even longer, slightly longer. But we used to do the whole thing like put money here and put money there and put money, and now it's kind of like, let's consolidate. That doesn't mean you shouldn't, can't invest in other projects, but make no mistake, there's certain projects that I'm in just for the short term, and there's certain projects that I'm in for the long term. You feel me? That's just how it goes. The Only Way says, the only thing about Sheena is that Christopher Harris received a warning from the Lord about Sheena, told him not to get it. Really? Why? Really? Do you know why? Huh? Sheena Inu? And you know what? I know that there was a knockoff Sheena that came out recently. And I don't know, I don't know. The Only Way says, I just buy the short coin. Okay. Not leveraging. Okay. It's on KuCoin. Don't leverage. I just buy Sand short coin. Okay. They will unlock it on the 14th. Okay. So yeah. So guys, once again, if you're just joining me, Chat GPT just mentioned on a thing that goes viral that crypto and stock market are going to crash February the 15th, right? So hold on. I'm hoping I can find it so people don't think I'm fronting. But guys, if I'll put it to you like this, if crypto and stock market crash on the 15th, I'm put this out right now, and I know people are going to think I'm bugging, but I think the AI will have something to do with it. No cap, real rap, all facts. Let me explain. When you have these trading bots, what are they using? They're using AI, right? They're using AI. So what if this AI can talk to the other? Okay, let me stop before people think I'm wilding. But if the crypto market crashes on the 15th, I don't think it's a lucky guess. I think the AI is in on it. And then we got to worry about Skynet. Okay, let me stop. But I'm serious, guys. If crypto crashes on the 15th, that's a red flag. Okay? That's a red flag. That is a red flag. That's a red flag to me. Okay, so The Only Way says 372 million SAND tokens are about to be unlocked. The first unlock is expected to occur. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to SAND for 1 second, right? Since that's what we're on. Yeah, I mean, SAND might be worth some sand soon. I mean, you got to remember 372 million SAND tokens is a lot because the supply is already not enough to begin with. You have, about a 1.760 circulating supply, and then you have a total supply of 3 billion. So it's not like you're dealing with like a Shiba Inu where 372 million SHIB tokens, who cares, right? Because there are people that have that, right? But with SAND, it's different. So that makes a huge difference, guys. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I'm definitely paying attention to SAND because if it does go to SAND, I do want to see that happen. Not because I want to see it happen, but I want to see what goes on. Yeah, the Armed is taking a beating. The Armed is taking a beating. I'm just taking a beating. Okay, I must have missed something. The unlocked amount of SAND is 12.4% of the total supply, worth about 326 million at the current price. Oh. There are 6 parties and the amount of unlocked SAND that will receive one seed sale. So you're talking about 326 million, right? And the market cap is at 1.383 billion. So, I mean, sheesh, right? So that's, yeah, I mean, and then are they going to dump it? You feel me? Okay, it'll be very interesting to see what happens with SAND. And by the way, I like SAND. I'm being honest. I talked about Sam back in 2021. I'm not a hater of the sandbox, but this is weird. This is weird. I guess I'm wondering, why are they doing it now? Why now? Why wouldn't you do that during a bull run? Why now? Facts solo. IOTA's underrated project is going to explode. Yeah, IOTA, the Internet of Things, right? Very underrated project. I've been talking about IOTA since 2017, right? The Tangle, you guys remember that? That's their version of the blockchain. That stood out to me instantly. Um, and IOTA right now used to be a top, 10 project. It's fallen off a bit, but right now it's a good price. And from what I'm hearing, it's part of the ISO 20022 protocol. So it can definitely go boom when they decide to implement the system. Okay. Now, guys, before you leave, I want to bring up something with XRP. Okay. Okay. And shout out to the Only Way for hooking this up. Are you a moderator? Let me know if you're a moderator. I'll make you a moderator. Are you a sir or a ma'am? I can't tell from your avatar, but I'll make you a moderator. Hold on one second, because you're posting good information, so I appreciate that. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna make you a moderator here really quickly and whatnot. So 15th of this year. Are you talking about Sand Token or yeah? Because Sand Token, they're gonna release it and whatnot. Well, you're talking about the AI? Yeah. So Chat GPT says there's gonna be a crypto crash, 15th of this year. I don't know if I can find that photo, right? So let me see if I can find it. But the photo was going around, you know what I'm saying? And somebody posted it, but I wonder if I can find it, because there's been some people that have been using Chat GPT, right? Shibarium 14th, the Airbus writes an article on Shiba Inu token within 10 seconds. Nigeria expects a 60% increase in Bitcoin's price as ATM withdrawals are restricted. That was on the 30th. The Supreme Court of Panama plans to adopt a decision. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll probably find it, guys, when I'm, Look at this guy Googled XRP. Oh man. Hey yo, it's crazy. And people really, and I'm telling you, and this is also another thing that's how people are just embracing this. Like, you know what I mean? So XRP is a cryptocurrency. According to this is Chat GPT right now, right? XRP is a cryptocurrency. It's a digital asset designed to function as a medium of exchange that uses encryption to secure transactions and control the creation. La la la. Yeah, you know what it probably does is it pools the information, right? And by the way, Chat GPT I haven't been able to use it in days now, because every time you use it now, it's busy. So I haven't been able to use it, right? So let's see if it works now. If it works now, maybe we can talk to it. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta log in. 1 second here. Let's log in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Still, yeah, it's been doing this for like the last 2 or 3 days. I haven't been able to get to Chat GPT. I haven't been able to get to it. If you've been able to get on it the last 2 or 3 days, let me know. If there's a trick, let me know. I think that the free days are over. I think now what's happening is I think it's a conspiracy. Like, I'm being honest with you, because here's the thing: Microsoft, they're putting money into Chat GPT so they can use that for their browser, right? Their Bing. So what they want to do is they don't want you to use Chat GPT. They want you to use what? Yeah, you got it, Bing. So now what they're gonna do is they're gonna make it where you can't access Chat GPT anymore, or you're gonna have a very difficult time, and you're gonna have to use you know, you're gonna have to use you're gonna have to use Microsoft Bing, and I think that what's gonna happen is they're gonna dumb that version down a bit because they're just going to do that, right? So I think that's what's gonna happen. That's just my thoughts. Okay, talking about XRP. So I've been hearing this. Shout out to brother Christopher Harris. He brought up that what he thinks is going to happen is that they're going to announce that XRP lost the case, right? And hold on a second, I'm going to show you guys something. They're going to announce that XRP lost the case, right? And then, hold on a second. No. Okay, so they're going to announce to you guys that the SEC won the case, right? And then they're going to do a appeal, and then XRP is going to win. But what's going to happen is people are going to, sell off. Now, I thought about it, and I thought, wait, we've seen this before. They did this with LBRY, guys. Remember LBRY token? They came out and said that the SEC won the LBRY case, but then what happened? The appeal. So I think they're going to run the same playbook back, right? I think that it makes sense to me. They're going to run the same playbook, and a lot of people are going to be out of it, right? So let's see if I can find the appeal, because I know that they appealed it and they won, and I know I saw it, right? LBRY. Well, I could be wrong, but I thought that was LBRY. See, right here. Right here. See? And it's weird to me that you don't hear more of this, that the fact that this got appealed. Wait, but the SEC appealed it? Huh. John Deaton. Yeah, he also talks about XRP. Put place. He was getting a summary judgment in the favor. So November 7th, 2022, SEC was granted a summary judgment in its favor. The court's decision characterized every sale, tokens over a period of 6 years, blah, blah, blah. The decision lawsuit provides sense of cover. Deaton was successful in arguing in the court that the LBC's transaction on the secondary market did not include in securities. Okay. So I could have misread that wrong, guys, right? But I did think there was an appeal. But Deaton was acting in the capacity of amicus something, okay? Protect journalists, push for clarification. Okay. All right. So I don't know. That is a thing that I think could definitely happen, though, where XRP initially loses, and then it would be totally chaos. People would sell XRP, and then the banks and these elite people would laugh at you while they buy up the XRP, right? Because these people, they don't like people like you and I. These elitists, they want to see us suffer. They want to see us in pain. These people have no empathy. Some of these people are sociopaths and psychopaths, and it makes sense because to do some of the stuff that these people do, you have to be heartless to make it. These people are influenced by demonic entities, knowingly or unknowingly, and it goes deep. Okay, let me be careful before I have to put this on Rumble. But we're dealing with people that do not have the best intention of this country. And make no mistake, it wouldn't shock me. I was talking to my military buddy not too long ago. Salute to him. And he said it wouldn't shock him if you see Kamala Harris as president soon. God help us all. God help us all if that were to happen. Okay. No, I don't know why he posted that on his Telegram. Okay. I don't know why either, and I'm not going to speculate. as to why. He could have his reasons, and I'm not knocking him for that. I would be curious to know why, right? Okay, if we have any more questions, cool. If not, guys, 2 hours, and yeah, this was definitely great to do a live stream again. Um, I know I always promise to do more live streams, and then it doesn't happen. Um, guys, the thing about this is that with crypto, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It sometimes it's been mentally challenging, right? To put money into a coin and then you see your money just down and out. You know what I'm saying? And it's been challenging. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right? But I'm here. I'm staying the course. Because right now there's a January was a very good month for us. So that was good. But I do think, guys, that right now we're in a position where there will be opportunities if you know where to look, if you know um, what trends to pick up on. The AI trend, I think, right now is topped out temporarily. I think right now, when it comes to the storage trend, that trend hasn't even began yet, right? So look into that. And so though the AI list, hold on, let me share that with you guys right there. For those that don't, you know what I'm saying, want to do that. Da, 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 da. Hold on a second. I'm on ChatGPT getting it to program me a bot with PineScript. Carl McFarland, let me know how that works for you, because to me, if that AI knows when crypto's gonna crash, that means that AI is what's that one AI in the Avengers that was going crazy? Voltron. Okay, you guys remember Voltron? See, guys, this AI thing go deep, man. Like I said, it goes deep. Isn't it Voltron, right? It was Voltron, right? Voltron. I could be Voltron Avengers. Isn't that his name? Voltron. Oh, Ultron. Okay, okay, guys. Now let me show Ultron for those. That's another. And guys, you know what's so scary? Okay, time out, time out, time out. For the last 40 years, 40 years, guys, they've been telling you guys about robots in movies and AI. You think I'm bugging? It goes all the way back to Star Wars, right? They were telling you since Star Wars this was coming. Then Blade Runner came. It went over a lot of people's heads, but Blade Runner became a cult classic. By the way, I watched Blade Runner 2, deals with AI as well as robots. The guy has an AI girlfriend, okay? When you start to look at something like this, okay? And by the way, I think that when I look at this movie, because I watched the breakdown, Ultron, they're saying in the breakdown that he's like a personification of like the devil in the movie because of how he talks and stuff like that, right? Ultron basically started out as an AI, then they put him into this robot, and then because he's still an AI, right? He's able to get into every computer. Those who watch this, you know what I'm talking about. He's able to get into every computer in the world, every internet in the world, and basically then what he wanted to do, because he's psycho, he wanted to destroy the Earth, just for the sake of destroying it, right? Now I know some people are saying, "Solo, you're bugging. This is not going to happen." I think right now, like I said, we're very early with this AI, but I think that if we're not careful, um, I don't know where we will be 30, 40 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of people don't think, because one thing about humans is whenever there's new technology, we become more comfortable and complacent. And whether people want to acknowledge it or not, um, sometimes new technology takes away from our humanity. They lied to you guys and said that social media would keep you would allow you to be closer to your friends and family. But yet suicide is up at an all-time high, and people feel more alone than they've ever felt. We're human beings. We need that one-on-one interaction. We need that in-person fellowship, right? We need to be around people. But they lied to us, right? And told you guys that social media would be the best thing since sliced bread. And all social media really did was made billions of people phone addicts and social media addicts. That's all it really did. Because I can tell you this, and yes, I'm now showing my age, but if you're old enough to remember life before social media, relationships were different. And I'm not just talking relationships with women. I'm talking about friendships were different. People actually used to care. People actually used to, you used to call people on the landline. People actually used to chop it up. I remember in high school when I was 16, we would be on landlines with, the girls and doing party lines. It'd be 5 people. That's how we used to talk. If you're old enough to remember this, you know what I'm talking about. It wasn't let's go on a Facebook group chat or Telegram chat. No, we used to talk on the phone and then we used to hang out in person. Right? So relationships were before, and this is my opinion, before social media, people actually cared. Now people don't really care. Now people only care about you hitting their like button. People don't really care. You know what's really weird and bizarre to me? And I know I'm going on a rant. You know what is really weird and bizarre to me is you have people who follow you on social media. They don't even like you. They just want to see what you're up to. That is the weirdest thing, bro. You got people that follow you on social media. They don't even like you, but they want to see what you're doing because they nosy. You got people in social media that if they saw you in the street, they wouldn't even say hi. But yet every time you post something on Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram, they always checking to see what you're doing. It's the weirdest thing. That's why when people ask me why I'm not on Instagram, listen, I'm on Twitter. And if you can't catch me on Twitter, catch me on Snapchat. But the reason I'm on Twitter is because I can actually post stuff that's not just narcissistic drivel, but actually like, let's talk about some crypto. Let's do that. I really, Instagram, who wants to see me eat a bowl of spaghetti? You guys don't care about that. Ain't nobody trying to see me eat some spaghetti. You feel me? Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. And me personally, I don't spend a lot of time on Instagram. Not compared to how I used to. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I used to give it up. I was an Instagram addict. Now, not so much. And that's the Lord dealing with me on that. Because social media does, it's very easy to become addicted to social media. But social media, to me, it's a form of me, like, if it wasn't for, me doing YouTube and my business, I wouldn't even have social media, right? But it allows me to, especially on Snapchat, tell you guys, hey, this is what I'm doing, or look at this play, or give them random opinions of stuff, right? But social media is, I missed it when people used to talk in person. Now everybody's awkward in person. It's just kind of like everybody wants to use buzzwords that they hear online. It's just weird to me, man. It's weird. All right, well, enough of me rambling. I just want to say that I'm thankful for all of you guys, and I know I'm bashing social media while I'm on social media, but I'm you guys know what I mean. I'm talking about this mindless stuff because it's really easy to go down that rabbit hole of mind-numbing stuff. If you use social media for your business or to learn like you're doing right now, hey, more power to you, right? I'm all for that. Guys, I will definitely try to see if I can come on the 14th or the 15th. I definitely 14th is Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah, we'll see. One of those days I'll definitely jump on just because I want to see if that Chat GPT is right. If crypto crashes on the 15th, then we got to raise the alarm. You feel me? Definitely. So in the meantime, guys, I'm very blessed, and I want to say thank you, and I pray that the Most High blesses you for this watching me. And I think, guys, just continue to stay positive. I know that things are rough, right? I know that the market hasn't necessarily gone the way that we've wanted it to, but this is now a situation where, at the end of the day, some trust in chariots and some trust in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God. Okay, amen. All right, guys. So with that being said, it's your boy Jones, and I'm out. Peace.
Now now